Hello, hello.
Ah,
Whoa, we have game audio as well. I didn't get a chance to balance this because they've only just gone live, but um, we'll see how this plays out. Let us know if there are any problems in chat. Um, the first of our mystery game tournament races. Woo! So this is Group A. We have Shawnee, Vi, Kerox, and Mel racing Serpent Fusion, which is a free-to-play Steam game.
yeah, it's something. I've been testing it out a bit here and since I've found out about it. I can see some really brain-busting puzzles in the future for this one. Once they start getting playing, I'll explain a few things about how some of it works. But
Yeah, so I briefly looked at it, and all I basically know is it's a snake-alike with weird movement.
yeah, getting used to the movement isn't as bad as the game like Rico we had on the showcase. Oh, that's loud.
Oh, I can turn that down.
No, I can turn it down as well.
Oh, yeah. You sunk. Okay, so there's water, so you have to
Yes. If all your snake is on the blue tiles at any point entirely, then you will sink, and you'll have to either undo or restart. So, snake.
You can sink in the level select screen?
Yep, the level select screen is also a puzzle. Finding out how to attach your snake to the level so you can play it is a concept in this, and I love it.
Incredible! People really struggling to figure out how to pick up this block. It's only Shawnee and Vi have both grasped that pretty quickly.
Yeah, it takes a little while to figure out. You have to attach the block to the back section.
Yeah, Sean definitely taking a very early lead here as well.
Specifically, the back section when it's going the opposite direction of its next desired travel point.
Yeah, like this is most obvious where Mel is here and Kerox as well, trying to get into stage 4. Like that's the bit that gives it away the most because you have to move down here so that you have the 3 with like the yellow line facing the 4.
Oh, also, fun fact, you can sync the levels as well. If you sync the level, it also makes you have to restart.
Oh my god.
It kept giving me that message when I was testing it out earlier, and I'm like, what is happening? It's like, oh, I'm pushing the level off and it's sinking. Where's the pop-out chat button? Settings? How do you...
Hey?
There it is.
So some of these stages don't seem that bad.
No, a lot of the initial ones are pretty simple.
Vi making quick work of those. Vi's got through this middle island very quickly here.
Yeah, right.
Vi has grasped this completely now. It's like really getting into this.
The question is, 11's another big turning point once we get there. And you'll see... Once we
that's cool. The part that Vi's on there, they kept getting it so that the block would join the end, but pin them into the corner. You'd be trapped in this, like, alcove.
I'm about to do...
Alright, Sean also gets to move on now.
Oh, by the way, there's another thing about this, right? So you see how your tail attaches to any red blocks?
Mm-hmm.
That includes your own snake.
Oh,
So if you get in a position, if you get in a position where that yellow block is attached to the side of your snake, you will be locked, and you'll have to either restart or undo to continue.
That's pain.
Yeah, this
Sean
game
seems
is
to be struggling
rough.
getting into stage 9 here, and actually Kirox has overtaken. So now it's between Kirox and Vi at the front here. Alright, so all three of them really trying to navigate this looper. But
Figured it out.
Vi
rough.
definitely has more progress on it. See, this is the position, so where Kirox is now, this was the position Vi kept getting into, where they would push the block across, but then you'd have your block, like your snake is completely wrapped around that loop, and you just can't go anywhere.
So you need to push it into that corner, right? But the trick is you want to have your snake going the opposite direction. Because if you push it to the left, then the snake's bottom won't be facing the right way to pick it up.
Yeah.
But the trick is you can go over the water there, right?
This is what Vi's doing right now, yeah.
Yeah, wrong way. If you get it that way, you stick to yourself.
Right.
Vi is discovering this right now.
Yeah.
No, but you gotta start from the block atop and loop around the opposite direction. And you can do this, but...
leave a gap, basically, for...
Yeah, you can't leave a gap to the left side, but if you start out at the top... Yep, see, Vi's got it right there, see?
Yeah, that's...
But the problem is Vi doesn't have the block pushed in right now, so... has to go back from the start of the stage and push that block in initially.
And then loop around and do that water loop.
I'm really curious to see how people go through
Sean...
11.
Oh, no, Sean's attached. Looks like Vi is definitely on the right path here with realizing, like, going around the water. Oh, Sean just...
Oh?
did it a slightly different way. Oh, no. I'm pretty sure he had it there and just drops it. Oh, Sean has given up and moved on to a different stage for a bit.
I mean, that's a pretty legitimate strat. Like, you go through these puzzle games, right? And you sometimes do a harder stage, and it shows you in different ways how to do techniques.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily intentionally, but...
Oh no, Sean! Oh no!
Yep.
You realised at the end there what was about to happen?
So, this is another really tricky one, right?
This is incredible. Yep.
So, you look at this, and you're like, alright, you need to get all these blocks and go to the end, right? However, if you get exactly as many blocks as Sean has, you cannot loop around these.
Right, you'll always pin to yourself.
So you
Mel got through 9. Mel made it through.
Oh, I missed it. Cool.
Did Vi as well? Did Vi make it through or give up?
It looks like it, or skipped out. But yes, you have... Oh, did Shawnee get through 10?
Skip one? I don't know, I missed it. So I looked away at the other two.
Oh, this is a real... Oh, 11s. This is cool.
Okay, so you do need all of them. 100%.
Yeah, you need all of them to get across, but once again...
If you do that, you're trapped. Yeah, okay. So you have to get this one first. This is fine. This is...
Nah, you can't get this one first. Because you can't loop around, and you can't cross.
But you can't get it second because you can't loop around.
But you can get it first. And...
I think I
This-
have an idea. Are you meant to
What?
push the first block into the water?
Not into the water, but just to the very edge of the stage.
So that you attach to it and survive, basically.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Right idea. Wrong method, right idea. Well, Mel is... And Vi both on the right path here for the tree. And Vi gets it. Yeah, Vi is flying right now. This is... Mel not far behind either. Mel loops around there. Oh, that's not going to be good though, because... Okay, Mel definitely has the right idea and just has to do it. I think of the one that
see
Sean's ended up on, yeah.
Yeah, I see Shawnee is just trying to see if he can get through any of them, not spending too long on any particular puzzle.
Right.
Oh, Mel just got through Looper. Nice.
The goal here for context, by the way, is stages 1 through 24. Have to be all of those stages. I think Vi needs to restart. This is
Where's Vi?
Did restart.
Oh.
Did
Okay.
restart it there, so...
Oh, suspend.
But has gone
it not
straight
the
back
same?
over again and... Okay, Mel's picked up the block, which is...
Oh, I guess they're numbered by how many you've beaten. Wait, are they? They're not
I think it's
suspended.
different.
They're not, right?
Huh? What's
I'm
happened
confused.
there? Same stage, right?
No, they are slightly different, but they look like they're the exact
Oh,
same.
yeah, no, the
puzzle.
left side is smaller. There's more water.
Oh, it's
It's-
probably just based
It's the same
on...
stage, but with more water. Go right. And you sink the second you move left.
This,
How are you?
This game is something.
So you can get 8 very easily, but then you can't cross the water that. How are you? Oh my god, I figured it out and it's terrible.
Oh.
I think? So you get 8. The one that Vi's on I'm looking at here. You have... Hold on, how many squares do you have? 9 total. No, there's still 9 squares of water. That wouldn't work either. The way I was thinking of it is like if you could push the blocks into the corners perfectly positioned so that you can get between them, basically. But even if that were possible, it's not enough blocks. Definitely, they've all been held up a little bit on this one. This one has given them a bit of a roadblock.
This is a rough game. Like,
oh, Xerox is pinned. Sean has been so close so many times here and just doesn't have that confidence of, like, sticking with it.
go.
A couple of
Yeah.
undos here and he's got it. A couple of undos here and he's got it completely. He needs to undo so he doesn't go down this gap.
He needs to. Yeah, he needs to pretend there's a block there to loop around.
Yeah.
But he's trying to make too tight of a loop.
And there's the reset again. He's been so close so many times on this one. Also, for what it's worth, we figured out the solution for the one that Mel is on. The one that Vi is on, I still have no idea what you're meant to do. I've been looking at this for a while and I still cannot, for the life of me, figure out what the goal is. Did Sean just sink level 9? I wonder how much of that was intended. They're like, no, I'm sick of this.
Ooh, tree again.
Sean tried that one, or... I thought he had, but... I didn't see Mel push the block towards the water yet, but might have missed that. Looped up. I see. Oh, yeah, Mel's doing it there, actually. If he loops around now... Well, no, not now. That's in an awkward position, but definitely the right idea. Just needs to kind of get that extra missing step. Oh, Sean has gone ahead to 15, by the way, and this looks fun.
Start with 2 squares.
How do you... I didn't see, but I assume so? Given the name. Otherwise it would be really easy, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, you don't. You start with 1. Oh, okay, it was actually just easy. Okay.
Yeah. This is definitely... Which is weird.
Oh. Okay, now it's not. Now it's not easy at all.
What a cross.
Like, oh, there we go. Yeah, no, surely.
Yeah, that's not too tricky. What Sean's on with 18.
Funnily enough, everything that Mel is trying now... Oh, sorry, everything... Other way around. Everything that Vi tried on 14 is probably now helping them figure out a solution for 11, because apparently they didn't finish that, they just moved on. We're only 20 minutes in as well, by the way, and we've got people... Everyone except Kirox has done over 10, and the only reason Kirox hasn't is because he's committed to beating 9, where Johnny kind of skipped ahead on it. Alright, Sean. Going through these, this next island pretty easily, but still has to go back and do Looper at some point. Oh, wow. The one that Sean is on right now is a really interesting looking stage. I like this a lot. And then you can't get that one. I'm sorry to hear that, Chin. Oh? Oh? This is like reverse Snake. And it's really cool, but like... Okay, Sean made it through that one. So Sean's struggled with a few of the earlier ones, but has gone ahead and beaten a few elsewhere. Mel and Vi are further ahead on the early ones, so presumably we'll go through the ones that Sean's going through pretty quickly. When they get to them. Oh, I think Sean had that then. I think Sean had the right idea and lost it. I don't think you can do it from here because now you can't connect. You've got to keep this one on the right in that tunnel. Because now you can push it left. Oh no, because now how do you loop back round? Yeah, never mind. Kirox has been struggling on this stage for a while and has come so close. Kirox did it! Kirox got through!
He's a survivor.
So the one that Mel is on here, I assume the way you're meant to do this is to create like a weird looking block and then move backwards to the point where you can push the tail into the block to then get across the water, right?
Like
there, Mel just moved like right there and it moves the whole thing to the right.
Yeah, basically you gotta make yourself into shape specifically so you can attach yourself to that block. So that you can then cross with enough pieces. 90-minute cap. Yeah, it might end up on that. There's some real, like a couple of the stages I've hit on.
We're only 20 minutes in. Like,
true.
They have a long time to go still. The interesting part will be deciding. So one thing we don't know, because obviously we can't really know it until the games show up, until we know what games we're looking at, is how we determine a winner if it hits the cap. Hopefully someone has finished and we don't have to determine a winner. We do have a point system for the groups. I can go into more detail on that if needed, but it's a very basic, first gets 5 points, second gets 4, so on. If you don't finish, you don't get points. But what happens if nobody finishes is a question that hasn't come up yet. Oh, Mel is stuck himself. There we go. God, that's got to be the worst part of this to me, is like the fact that you can just get stuck to yourself.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's more stages. I haven't seen how far exactly it goes. I saw there was like 28 on the left island. But the bottom left island that we can see from here is the one that they will end on, because that has stage 24 on it.
Yeah, there's definitely more than 28, because there's the big arrows on the map pointing you downwards. I tried continuing more. My brain can't handle this game. So
the thing is, like, the one that now Kirox and Vi are on, I get. This one makes sense to me. You push the block next to the water, you then travel across in such a way that you move backwards to clip the next block and then go to the end. So I think the way you actually want to do it is to go to the bottom right first, push that block next to the water, and then pick up the block on the left and move across the gap across the water to pick up the one in the bottom right. But I don't know how you're meant to do that on 14. The other one that's like this, but the water is wider. I don't understand that one.
That was on another. This is like one that I just gave up on. Mel looked at it as well. Was like, I think in the end we'll probably have to go through how many levels completed overall.
Right. So I guess if that's the case, if it does go to time limit, Shawnee has given himself an edge here by moving ahead.
I mean, that's a legitimate strategy, like, all around, right? You've completed more of the game, so
you're just Sean has the right idea there. Creating the loop early, but I think he's approaching it from the wrong side. Yes, this is it. This is what I feel like I would be wanting to do. Is what Sean just started to do there.
Yeah, you need to make a...
You want to loop.
You want to make a T in a way that you have 2 blocks below, right? So that way you can move yourself over to the right enough times.
Sean had it there, but didn't move far enough.
Nah, not quite. Not quite. You want to make like a L with 2 blocks down, so that way you can push yourself all the way to the right that you need to, right? Oh, yeah, then it's and then you can move up and move down to lock yourself onto the block.
It's so much worse than I thought it was, though. You don't have enough to get across the gap, right? Oh no, okay, no, never mind. He pushed it into the water. Right. Gotcha.
Yeah, for a second there, I thought he had grabbed it as well, but no, he ended up just pushing it off.
Yeah, I think the way you want to do that one is you want to make like an L shape, or like an S shape. So you want it. No, your six should be top left, bottom right, and a row of 4 in between. Before you go up at the end, you go right to move your block above. So you actually want it to be. How many tiles high was the top section? It was only 3, wasn't it? That might not work.
Nah, it's just an L of 3 and 3.
I don't think that would grab it. Oh, we can see it here. Yeah. So you've got 4. So you want to make it so that you go from the bottom right of this top 4x4 that Vi's in now. You want to start in the bottom right, go up, left, left, left. At that point, you can push right so that your yellow is above the red. Then you move up, and the yellow still ends up above the red. And then you can move down to grab it.
I just, like I said, I just made an L with 2 blocks going downwards from the bend. And that way I could push myself right enough.
And then, yeah, but then you have to do that L in a way where you can then move up afterwards. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's why I say, oh, well, what
that
V
works
did
too.
Just works as well.
They just did it. They just got it. Yeah, okay. But
that's why I said I have 2 blocks, because that way you can just move up and then.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, no. We were saying the same thing, but I was saying the S shape is the end result. Whereas you're saying the L, which is before you move up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had the same idea, but talked about it in different ways. This looks like a cool stage.
The one Vi's on is that I spent a lot of time trying to figure it out, and I'm like, no, you know what? I will just happily watch people try. Oh, I just realized the fucking name for Shawnee's stage right now.
Yeah. How do you get that one out? You have to do it first. You have to do it from the start, right? You have to push it somehow. Because if you connect more than... You have to...
You want to move to the right.
Oh, no! That was it! You wanted to go into that gap and face right.
Yeah, because that way you can get that last.
Puzzle
I
games work so well for mystery. I think that's like one of the things that's going to come up a lot is there's likely to be a lot of puzzle games because they just lend themselves very well to this kind of format.
Though I definitely would have gotten as many stages I had, probably sit at Skyhook and be like, you know what, I'll just nap till the end of this. I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, this looks so fun to me, but yeah, this is it. Vi's got the right idea here though, I think.
So I was able to get that second block. You really you need a.
How do you do that though? You need an L. It can't be an S shape, or else you can't move enough.
So you make like an L going, I can't remember how I did it, but you make an L like going one way, and then you make it so when you move to the other direction, you can push to that. I can't remember anymore.
That's the next one. Hooked.
Yeah.
And now same again, but needs to be from the top section over to. So you want to go like almost left and up, but then you can't get to the next gap.
The shiny's on another tricky one. Oh, I think I know what he needs. So he's at the good point. He just needs to turn himself around, I think, on those two previous ones somehow, so that he can back into that gray, so he can reach the staircase from his.
And then move down from there. Yeah, I see.
Yeah. I played. This is the last one I tried out a bit before I was just like, I'll leave it at that.
This looks good. Sean's got it,
yeah.
I think.
No, yeah, the getting to here is easy.
And then you can loop. No, but now you just loop round and then go left, right? If you just go all left. Oh, no, wait, this is what you were saying. You need to back into that. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to use those two grays on the right somehow to turn yourself around.
And you can't go around the other side.
Yeah. So like I said, somehow you have to turn yourself around on those two blocks to the right. But how to do that?
Yeah, if you try and do that in a block of 4, you'll attach to yourself.
Yeah. No?
Like if you just try and move in a 2x2 grid, I mean. Well, no, you never will you?
No, that's what I was
So that is probably it then. You use the 2x2 grid.
Wait, no, Shawnee, you got it. You go to the right. If Shawnee back at
that position, getting the movement there is actually really difficult, isn't it?
Well, Shawnee had it right. If he's back, goes back one more.
No.
Nah, because if you go, yeah.
You can't move left there. You can't move right. Oh, this is.
So if no, what you need to do is move
to the right
then, and then right back. You know what I'm talking about.
You want to do the 2x2 grid on the left
he's got
square. There we go. Okay, yeah.
And then just slink in.
Alright. So Sean's done
a lot of stages that no one else has done.
15 stages done out of 24.
Have you done everything up to 17?
If I have done everything up to this point, they are ahead. Narrowly, but oh, this stage is fun.
So
I just love the name of it.
So you have to push exactly enough in. Yep. I see that mouse.
Oh no.
Oh, but you have to get yourself. Yep.
You can't push that many. You have to push one in, right? But now you can grab them. Yeah.
You just need to back up and No. Oh, I guess that.
That's
Ah,
gotta
no,
turn
you have to
earlier.
start.
Oh, that's too many, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
undid it.
You
Yeah, it just undid a move. That should be fine.
Now you can go there.
And then does this make it? Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. That one wasn't bad. That was fine. I like the level select being a puzzle in and of itself. That's really,
Not a
really
hard
clever.
one, but it is silly.
But it's a really, really clever concept, especially with the ability to stick to yourself. And Sean.
Sean is an absolute unit right now.
Tanked up.
Okay, mousetrap.
The obvious here is
So he needs all
you
5
grab
of them.
all of them, then you need to get across.
Well, then it looks like he needs to back himself up into there, obviously.
Yeah, so you have to push the blocks in the
Ooh,
position.
Shawnee
Yeah, this is it.
already
You push the blocks into position,
understands it.
then you back into it, and then you can go round.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Wow.
Flying through that one. This
Oh.
middle island is causing some problems, but
If I just...
well, we still have an hour left on the time limit, and like if I has done everything up to this point, they are gonna fly
I don't
through
think
these
they
as well.
did, though.
I wouldn't be surprised if they skipped like 11, 14, because those two in
You're liking
particular
this game?
looked rough. Sean also, yeah, to be fair, Sean has also seen a lot of the like mechanics and stuff from later stages that he can now use on these earlier stages where it's meant to be teaching you those mechanics.
At least to whatever degree. Yeah, Sean's already seen the...
Up?
As the gears turning
Oh,
here.
but up, that wasn't enough. Yeah, he needs.
It wasn't, but...
He needs one more square, but he has the right idea.
Yeah, the tricky part is that on this one is you have to go over water to make your shape because you don't have enough room on the land. Yeah, I don't think Vi has done all the stages in between.
Won't work for Sean. 2 up at the start.
So...
I think I only skipped like 1 or 2 though. I think it was just the one that Kerox is on and the one that looks like the one that Kerox is on. Did Kerox just...
What happened with Gearx?
I think Kerox just unintentionally found a solution without realizing.
Oh.
No, it's not gonna work like that.
I'm looking at the Vi's screen, and I think... Oh, no, they just got it.
Flying, and has done all of them! Has done all of them to this point! I missed the 11 and 14 ones, but...
Hey, look, you
There's
can
a
get
minus.
-1.
There's a -1.
I
That is
think
not
you have to have
required for the
all
goal.
of them. But I think you may have to have at least all... Yeah, you probably have to have all 50 to hit that one, though. Well, maybe, no, with 24 you might be able to back up into it.
This
Yeah, it looks like Vi just
on
might
Vi's
slay
side.
this here.
Yeah, they are cruising right now. This is very impressive.
And Shawnee, oh, had it with 11 there, but didn't.
But that was something that
We've seen
Kerox was
Shawnee
doing
do
earlier,
this.
by the way. Kerox did this earlier, and this is why I was saying I was really impressed, like Kerox may have stumbled on a solution and not quite realized, was doing what Shawnee did there, going into that gap, and then, like, slowly inching in and out to kind of extend the L shape across the water without actually wrapping around the top section. Sean has to have figured it out from that. Has to. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
I think that was just a little mismove, but yeah. Though, at the very least, Vi looking very strong to come in first. Shawnee probably second.
Yeah, this is we still have a long time to go. Vi is on course to finish. Like, that is the important thing there is. So given the way we were talking about the point system, I think it's likely that if one person finishes, everybody else who fails to finish will not get points. Which means the challenge here might be who gets points from this game and who doesn't.
Yeah.
Because if Vi can go through and finish within the time limit, it's then on all of the others to get those points. It's no longer a question of, do you finish? It's a question of... sorry, it's no longer a question of where do you finish? It's a question of, do you finish?
Gosh, Skyhook again.
This one's fascinating to me. This one's really interesting to me. Like, you've got to move onto the water at just the right point that you don't actually end up in the water because you grab the block instead.
Oh.
I think the way to do it involves ending up on a line. No, Sean! I think you wanted to... So what Sean did there, I think he had the right solution, but he moved down. He moved left instead of down. There, yes. And now you can start moving up and then go left and shift it to the right. Oh, he's gotten wrong. He's gotten wrong. I get this one now. I've solved Skyhook. I understand it. I missed the solution on Vi's end, but I get it. You basically want to make a line so that you can use that line to create the L shape you need to grab the next block. Nope. Sean does not want to do this one. In case it wasn't obvious, by the way, we have Sean's audio on, and you can just hear this little, like, bung every time it connects to itself on the map.
It's like, yay, you did it! Wait. Shawnee doing this immediately thinking it's the same type of puzzle, but not quite.
Oh. I didn't actually see the solution on this one, but I'm assuming it's something along the lines of... I'm assuming it's something along the lines of... you want to end up in the water, perfectly bridging the gap across... Oh. Yeah, like... Where do you go to get the perfect spacing, basically? You have 8 tiles.
Oh, I see.
I think I see it, right?
So
you need to use the block at the top. The block should be near the top, and you use the top. Did Sean just get across like that? That was it. Done. Cool.
Yeah, you can just with the
inch around that corner.
Well, you don't even need to inch around the corner. Right, with that loop, if you use the bottom part of land, you can just like press right and left, right, left, right, left.
Yeah,
and
so you kind of inch around that so that you can get back
Yeah.
to the other side. Yeah. That's what I meant, yeah.
Because that's where subdivided. Like I tried that on subdivided, and it's like, oh no, there's the little hook there, right? That blocks you from extending in that fashion. But
Vi
Suspend doesn't have that.
Vi just got through Mousetrap. Vi is on 24. Or is going to 24 right now. That was it. That was Mousetrap just then, which was 23. This is Vi's last stage. Vi is
definitely on pace.
Wow. Sean has 4 stages to go. 24,
oh, I think I know.
9, 12, 13.
I think Vi's probably already seen... No. So what I believe Vi needs to do is push the blocks out of the way so you can grab those in the, like, alcove first.
Yeah, that looks right. I think you have to get them, like, section by section, don't you?
But I think you need to push them to the left so you can go right. It's tricky.
You have to push them left so that you can go round to push them right? No, because
yeah,
this man
because I
needs to
don't
move
think
up.
you can back up into them.
That won't do it. Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. They've realised. Sean is also trying the stage now, by the way. So we have 2 people doing stage 24, but Sean has other stages to do. Vi does not. Vi's got the first part down here, though, I think. The question is, how do you back up into that corner? I don't see it.
That's why
I think the problem
you can't
here...
have it tucked into that corner.
Right, the problem here is the section that was pushed to the left at the start, you cannot push it straight to the left. You have to go loop round and push it to the right, because then you can use that top loop to get back in on the right side.
Yeah.
Right?
I think so. Wait.
Vi was undoing there, but Sean?
Wait.
Push that into the water.
So you have to be too...
Yeah. You have to have all of them. I think that's too far. I think that first move that Sean does there, the one that Vi's done as well, I think is too far.
Well, Shawnee got all the pieces except that one.
Right, Vi's just done the same. Vi has just done the same here. Yeah. Oh, Vi's got it!
No,
and then,
thinking,
yeah.
I was thinking something like that, but I didn't see long enough to see if Shawnee could do it when he was
That's
there.
it.
Well, that's
and
it.
that means Vi takes first.
Nice, nice, nice.
And Vi crushed this! That was impressive! Sean still has to go back and do 3 other stages, so Sean is still definitely on track for...
Second, yeah.
Second here. Oh. You need to not grab that one?
100% before the race time is over. I couldn't imagine
keep going for fun.
what... Try -1.
Look, the ordering is almost perfect as well. Did 14 earlier and did 8 before 7, 6 before 5, but otherwise just went through clean in order. That's pretty smooth. Alright, cool. Given that you're on comms with me, let's... Drew, can I get you to do me a favor? If I send you some links for the next game, do you set up a race ring? You'll need to join Group A's scheduling thread, and then I think you can leave threads as well afterwards, but otherwise that should be fine.
You sunk. Johnny's deep in thought right now for the stage.
Alright, cool. Sent over everything that'll be needed.
Johnny, just get back to where you were, and you can do it.
Like, Sean definitely had the right idea? Oh?
No?
That one gonna work? No, you've gone the wrong way around this loop.
Just rewind, Sean.
I think the restart there is... Oh, Sean did freeze. Vice train -1! Oh no!
Yeah! What?
Are these switches? I don't even know what's happening here! Incredible.
Oh my god. I imagine Vi is also sitting here like, what? Oh, that's perfect. Oh. Oh, so you can't get the green colors past green lights, and you can't get the red colors past red lights?
Then how do you... Can you turn them off somehow?
No, I think you can block them somehow.
Oh. If you pushed all of the...
Yeah, somehow you push the blocks in front of it? I don't know.
See, I was thinking, like, can you pick up the red block that is the light?
Let's see what happens when they push.
No, that didn't block that.
Oh.
No. Sean, by the way, back on Looper. We have Mel attacking Skyhook.
I just read you sunk on Mel's screen as you suck.
Wow.
Like, I'm like, shit, this game,
Damn game.
This game has hands. Oh no, Shiny attached himself.
Oh. Sean's issue here is, like, he's still trying to go on a really tight curve there, and it doesn't loop that way. You have to go round the loop, like...
I see Vi, it was like, no, I don't think I will.
No, we're done there, we're done there.
So how many races are we getting?
So, probably 2. I think they basically said 3-hour time limit. So anything after the first hour and a half, like, they won't start another game after that point.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Oh, Felix.
Oh,
nice.
And yeah, given how this one has gone, it's looking like we'll end up with the 2 games and that's it.
Felix, you're a stouter puzzler than I am. I very much was like, nope.
Sean has definitely struggled with parts of this. Like, he went ahead on the stages and just, like, blitzed through some of the later ones. But if he didn't blitz a stage, he has struggled. Mel, on the other hand, yeah, is now getting the grip on Skyhook completely.
He just needs to go now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So Skyhook done for Mel. And still 35 minutes left, so Mel has actually got the potential to just, like, come through this, because some of the later ones are much, much easier.
After, like, suspend isn't hard. Okay, so quick rundown. It's basically snake.
Reverse snake, yeah.
Yeah. But you can only collect things through the yellow line along the back of your snake.
You can't be entirely in the water, or you'll sink, and your tail can get attached to itself, so those are the two big kind of pitfalls in this game.
You can move as essentially a block if, like, your tail is... So basically, if you're moving the opposite direction, or in the same direction your tail is facing, while your front is at the opposite direction of your tail, you will just
shift across.
right,
yeah.
you'll shift
Mel
across.
just did it. There's also an undo button, which is like absolutely essential.
Yep. And a restart. Those are also nice. Yeah, 14's a lot easier than it looks. But
12 is the one that I was hard. Like, when we looked at 12, we were like, oh, this is how you do it. That's fine. And like, I imagine it's a little hard to get into the position where you get to beat the stage. But like, Kirox has it here, pretty much. Oh, no, never mind. Yes, it did it. Kirox was like in the perfect position, set up for it, and just didn't quite do it.
Yeah, figuring out how to get in the position for 12 is hard. Easy to accidentally fall in the water, move the wrong way, accidentally move.
Gone back on Looper. So for those who've missed the other solutions on this, you're meant to push the red block into the left corner. You're then meant to make a grid, a square in the water where you leave a gap in the middle. So it's kind of a 3x3 grid like the top left loop, but in the water so that you can turn around, so that you can come around this loop the right way to pick up the block. And then you have enough blocks to get across the water to the exit.
You have to, yeah, you have to be going around that loop counter anti-clockwise to be able to pick up that block. Because if you go clockwise, you'll never, your yellow tail will never actually hit the block.
But the problem is, in order to push the block into the corner, you have to be clockwise. Hence the need to loop around the water.
Bum. I think it's like, even though it's not useful in what Shawnee's doing, the idea that he pushed a block right into his own tail was interesting.
Yeah, they all kind of did that.
Oh, he
Sean's
did it.
done it. Sean's done it. There we go. Just fucking does it.
So what are those stages? I can't.
12 and 13. So one is Skyhook, and Interaction, the one that Kirox is on now. Okay, so Skyhook, the first step is you have to not grab the block from that side. You have to grab it from the bottom.
Well, you can grab it from any side because you can reset up yourself at any, like.
That's true, I guess. Yeah, because you need to make a line going down, basically. You need it to be a line going directly down from this block. Then you can move up, left, and then right to grab the next block.
Also, Interaction is just beta Skyhook.
It kind of is. Yeah, it's like the first part of Skyhook, but like harder. but only one of them.
Yeah. And then it's like, all right, do this a couple of times now. You're a master. And I look at it and I'm like, I assure you, I am not.
God, like, the thing that gets me here is that, like, Sean has done other stages that require the same things to a harder degree.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like one of the biggest differences here for Sean and Vi has been every time Vi came to a new stage, they would stop and just stare at it for like a good 10 seconds, 20 seconds before moving. Whereas Sean is just going. Sean is just doing stuff, and then, like, if it goes wrong, adjust.
Now trying interaction again. Oh, Vi's on the move. Guessing we're gonna see some more stages. Oh, it's 25 is just 24, but
Harder.
yeah.
You can't push this up. If you push this up, that's it. You can't get that back out, can you? Oh no, you can. That's fine. That's fine. Only left.
Yeah, you need all
You don't have enough
12 blocks.
No, this is fine, right? You have enough space there because you have 9. You'll have 8 blocks, so you have enough space to back yourself into this corner. Oh, but how do you get to that corner? Never mind. This doesn't work at all. Never mind. This is way harder than I thought it was. I think the secret is going to be what I thought the solution to 24 was. I think these top 4 blocks, you need to push them left, but not against the wall, and then loop around and push them right into the corner.
I think you want one block in that little alcove, right? Because that's just a free real estate for you to place a block.
If you do, I think you then push the other 3 to the right immediately.
Yeah, probably.
Because the key part there is that you need to be able to use that loop to turn around to get that one block out of the corner.
Well, Felix is playing Serpent Fusion.
Like, one of my favorite things with the mystery tournaments, and I've said this in every showcase race, every race so far, one of my absolute favorite things in this is, like, some people will absolutely click with a game, and, you know, we've seen it where there's a mystery game that's come up and people have gone away and been like, I'm gonna go finish this, I'm gonna do the rest of this game because this was a ton of fun. And other people will be playing the exact same game and be like, I hate this and I never want to see this game again in my life. Also, yeah, the situation Vi is in now is why I think you want to push these 3 to the right at the start. Because now you do not have a loop that you can use to pick up those 3. Whereas if those 3 are on the right, you can loop around to the left.
Mel's got it!
Mel is no longer suspended! Free!
Now he's just gotta pick up the block.
The end of Mel's expulsion.
So he just has this other island now, and 24.
The one at the bottom as well. There's still a few stages here for Mel, but 30 minutes to go. You can definitely make that work.
Then
Mel is in, like, perfect order right now, by the way. Mel has not skipped a
reverse
single stage. I did the thing!
I
did the thing!
You did the thing?
Not far enough. They didn't quite... They need to push a little further. One more. Yes. Maybe into the corner even, but I think now...
Wait.
Oh, but then... No! But then how do you... You need to loop around and push a 4th block. Yeah! Oh my god! This is... Okay, this stage is so much better than I thought it was. So you need to loop around to push a 4th block up so that you can then push 4 blocks to the right.
Oh, and just
right?
loop around.
But you can't loop now, so you have to undo it. Yeah. You have to have them 3 to the left, but not against the wall. This is it. This is really cool. We have Shawnee back on 24, by the way.
Mel beat reverse hallway while we weren't looking. Not a particularly hard one. But...
People kind of cruise through a few of these, and honestly, I'm a little surprised at just how much people cruise through some of these, but...
Mel, you need to get that one. Yeah, get that one.
I mean... You push that down there? Oh, I guess you can push this into the corner.
And then you push
it's the same thing. Because now you can use the bottom right section to loop round, so that you can approach this from the bottom right.
Yeah, so you loop around...
loop around the 3x2 in the bottom right, so that you can approach it from the... You can do this loop in the other direction.
This there.
Yeah, there we go.
And then
Mel... No!
No, you got
I'm pretty sure that was it, right?
Yeah, he just had to loop around it clockwise, and then he would have picked it up.
And then, yeah, when you hit the water, you can then move up to grab the next one.
No.
Oh, that won't do it.
Okay, now you just go around. Despite not necessarily being as far as Shawnee, I think Mel has generally a better thought process going through some of these. Just doesn't necessarily take to them as well.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think Vi spent a lot of time analysing the stages, but clicked with the concept very, very quickly. I think Mel has kind of... And then Shawnee is, like, aggressively trying stages, and if it doesn't work, undo and try something different, without spending the time to, like, step back every now and then and be like, okay, what worked, what didn't, why did these things play out this way, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Vi hit that perfect middle ground between the two of stopping and analysing the stages for a bit, and then grasping them quickly, but also when something doesn't work, then going, okay, hold on. Why didn't this work? Let's reanalyze, try something else. Whereas I think Mel is very quick to just be like, oh, this didn't work, try again. And go from the start. Because Mel is in the same position again for the third time here, but it's the right position, just needs to follow through on it. Vi's beaten 25.
Well, that works if he goes around clockwise. He can still back up into that spot.
Mel has it exactly, just needs to go the right way around.
Yeah, you don't have to back it up into that corner.
It doesn't, you can, and it's fine. And
oh,
yeah, there we go.
Boom.
Alright.
Mel
has gone completely in order as well. Everybody else skipped 8 in particular. Everybody skipped 8 and moved on. Oh, sorry. Skipped 7 and moved on to 8, and 9 and moved on to 10. I think. Oh, everyone skipped 9 because 9 was Looper. But Mel has just gone in order. Mel is actually just on stage 17 at this point with nothing in the way.
Paradox.
The goal in this one.
So you don't have enough blocks to just go
7.
straight, obviously.
You have 7, so if you grab a single block, you can't use the loop anymore. Wait.
Oh, that was it?
It's just as simple as that. It was just you had to get into the gap without picking up a block. That was the challenge. I gotta say one thing here. Mel
Water
is a
course.
lot quicker at picking up the next stage than anyone else has been. Mel
Swamp.
has like got really quick at just like navigating perfectly around just to like pivot backwards into the right place. Mel had the right idea but just needed to back out first before doing it.
Yep.
Go.
Bam, bam.
So Sean still has 12 and 13 to go. Skyhook
Like-
and interaction.
Like Mel's very methodical in a lot of ways here.
Yes, yeah, Mel, I think that's like Mel's strength and weakness in a game like this, is like, he's very quick to just like, do the entire, do the entire thought process like, at once, but then obviously, if that goes wrong, he just like, instead of like, pushing ahead and experimenting with it, he'll just like, be like, oh, okay, this won't work, I need to do something different, and he'll reanalyze. Christ, look at the one that Vi's doing. You gotta get through here without picking up another block. It's the same as the last one. You have to get to the end without picking up a single other block, or else you can't do the loop. I think they had it,
Picking up
though.
block.
Undo, the right? Oh no, because then you pick up... Yeah. Unless you're meant to pick up all of them on this one, but...
Wait, you
How
probably
much does that
can.
make?
Let's see. 8,
7,
9, 10,
12,
11, 12,
and
13,
yeah, there's
14,
11
15.
blocks of water. You could just pick up all of them.
If you can.
Huh. Which one was 19 again? Oh, Link, the one that Mel's on. Yeah, I can see this one being confusing. I definitely get that one.
Well, that's where you just...
The challenge here is like you want to pick up the one in the corner first, right? But then you want to loop around to push the other one into the corner.
Oh, yeah.
But if you do that, how do you then loop back the other way to pick it up? Is Sean just... Oh no. Sean has given up on it.
DNF'd?
Yeah.
That is... I guess it's fair.
Just is not getting these ones.
Oh, that's that. Okay. You quickly looked at the solution for 19.
Oh, I see. I saw what Felix just said, yeah. So you have to basically get both blocks into position and then pick up both at once?
No.
No, it
What
can't
you
be both
do
at
is,
once.
with 19, Mel had him in the right position. You want that one on the far right. But what you do is you go to the bottom and you face up and back into the block in the top right. That way you can go around clockwise.
Loop around in
and you'll
exactly
pick
the
up.
position. Right, you want to pick up that one first from the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. I get it.
And then you can just go ahead.
Because if you grab here, you're going the wrong way. Yeah. How does that not... Whatever. So Kirox has done 1 through 11, and then 15 and 20.
You have exactly 12 minutes for them to get these.
17. But yes.
17? Why? Look. Time is hard. Oh, you know what I think I did? I think I looked at the hour and then somehow looked at the time and it was like 15:18 here.
Oh, right.
18,
It's like, oh,
12
12
minutes
minutes.
still.
There you go, yeah.
Oh, Mel did it? Mel did it. Cool.
Felix, I don't think 28 is that bad. I think it's a bait. Because the last one, you couldn't pick up a single block. And you were meant to, like, navigate round through that gap without picking up any blocks at all.
The starting position
Wait,
of
can you
28.
not just go right from where Vi is there?
No, you'll grab
Oh, you'll grab the top right one. But if you do this anywhere here, you'll grab one of the bottom ones. I think the point is, I think you're meant to grab all of them. That's what I think is still... I still think that's the end goal here. You are meant to grab every single block and get through... Just travel through the water and not take the loop. Now, how you grab every single block without getting stuck to yourself is an entirely different question. I think the theory on this one is that you are meant to get every block. A lot easier said than done. Also, we have no audio for now because, yeah, Sean was getting very fed up of that music.
it is kind of
No, yeah, I 100% understand. Oh,
Yeah, no, the theory is you don't need to, you might just pick up everything and then you can go straight to the door.
Yeah, the
rather than
previous
take the
stage
loop.
had 4 of the blocks, but not the other 4. And you were meant to take the loop without picking them up. And so I think for this one, the obvious bait is like, oh, it's the same stage again, but there's more blocks to trip you up. But I think what you're actually meant to do here is pick up all of them. And at that point, you have 15 blocks to traverse. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you have 15 blocks to traverse like 13 tiles.
I understand. My brain hurts as well. I tried this and I was like, nope.
13 in particular was the one where I was like, I get it, I understand, but I would not have got on with 14 in particular. 14 was one that I would have struggled with, and I think it's just a game where like different skills are going to play into it differently. Derek has the right idea here, just needs to loop. Oh no, Kyrix has picked up all of them. So Kyrix is actually stuck if
Yep.
he loops. He actually just needs to restart and push one into the water.
Go sploosh. Mm.
Also, Drew, if you're around now, probably. I mean, I guess I can post the race room open. This race will be automatically cancelled in 5 minutes. Oh no.
Join, hurry. How do you stop a race from being cancelled?
Oh, you got it. We good.
Oh.
By getting someone to join it. Oh. Xerox has the right solution now, just needs to loop. Yep, and through. So Xerox has missed out a fair few in between is the problem right now.
Kyrix, you should do -1.
Nobody should do -1. Yeah, no, Drew, that's fair. Completely understand and agree. But I mean, we're at the point now, yeah, where it's 15 minutes to go. So
Ooh. Oh.
yes. I haven't looked at the other game, by the way, at all. But I guess
Yeah,
I
send me those
can.
links as well.
Yeah, I guess I can. Oh well, you can see the thread for the scheduling, right? Even if you
I
don't
guess
join
it's
it, you just click into it's Group A. Um, but it is called Little Magic for the SNES. I know nothing about this game. I haven't even read the notes.
alright. Time
I'm
to
reading the
speedrun
notes now.
this.
Game is Japanese only, but the relevant text is in English. Oh, good. Well, we're not gonna look at the game, but we might be about the notes. Oh, Vi's doing the thing I was saying about. Vi is trying the thing I was thinking with picking up everything.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
There we go.
except then a little trapped here. One block too short.
Oh.
I think this is it though. I think this is the goal. Is like you loop around in such a way that you pick up enough of these blocks to get out. Yeah, I think. Well, I'll have to clarify it. We did. The intention was it's just as simple as 4-3-2-1, first to fourth, but 0 if you don't finish. But a game like this is certainly throwing throwing a wrench in the works. So of course we get this as the first game, because what else would happen? Oh, fire stuck.
Oh, Mel's on scattered. Nice.
Yeah, true. It's better to have this. Who rolled? I rolled all of these. I rolled all of the ones for this weekend. I can still move right here. Can you? Oh wait, can you move right if your tail is there? Does it let you? If someone has played a game before, it's very much like honor system. You say, yeah, I know this game, and we change it. Um, and if somebody doesn't say they've played a game when they have, then I don't know what to say. I didn't see this side of scattered earlier. How do you get down to the next? Oh, do you have to back into the first corner?
Yeah, you have to back in and then go
Right.
purple. Yeah, Mel
And
just
then
did
loop
it.
round. Yeah. And then you could do the loop around the bottom right section. So Mel is definitely close to finishing. Mel has just gone in order. So if Mel gets through this and then 3 more stages in 8 minutes. 2 minutes a stage? Ooh. I think Mel is at the point of figuring this out now. Oh, I think Mel had it and then, like, doubted it. It looks like, anyways.
What's the goal on this one?
On which one? Sorry, Little Magic? Or
Yeah.
1 to 23?
To 23.
Yeah, we pick 2 random games, and the goals are beat stage 24 and beat stage 23. I guess that's just a conveniently close length in terms of. I assume it's going to be a puzzle game, but I don't actually know. Kirox was close. Kirox has the right idea, just needs to go with it from the other angle. Nope, never mind. Mel just needs to make this loop and just hasn't quite seen it yet. Like, seen the grid. Like, you can see the movement back and forth here is, like, very clearly a how do I turn this around? Like, how do I get this to face the other way? That's it. Huh. 29 just teaches you how to. Oh. Teaches you how to get through switches. Something tells me we are not getting another finisher at this point. Europe still has 12, 13, and 14, 16 and 17, 21, 23, 24.
Yeah.
So that's 8 stages in 5 minutes, and Mel, I think, just abandoned the few he was trying there, so has something like 5 stages to do now in 4 minutes?
Does he? I haven't seen.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything from 19 through to 23. So he's
So,
gone to 24 now, but he has to do all of. Why is he undoing? Oh, because he's gonna hit the wall.
what? I feel like this is definitely. We should probably do it based on most stages completed.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Mel definitely comes in second. And then Shawnee, then Kirox? Or did Shawnee finish more?
Shawnee finished more of them. There were 3 stages that Sean did. Just 12, 13, 24.
Yeah, so so then Vi, Shawnee, Melrose, then Kirox. I think.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I'll chat with the others and see what they think on that one. Side note, of course, right when Shawnee is racing and I'm restreaming this is when all of the fucking league pings start coming in.
Oh boy.
Uh
League can wait. This is more. Little Witch or whatever it is more important.
Little Magic.
It's definitely like probably like
An
Little
anime
Witch or
game?
something,
Yeah, I was gonna like
but
probably an anime game, maybe. I also have a DM about it, so that one will just have to wait
about
until after the. Oh no, because Sean just said about sorting out this one before the next race starts, sorting out the ping. But yeah, I also have a DM, so that one will just have to wait. Don't grab that. You don't want it. Alright, we have 1 minute left, so think think at this point we're probably just about done. Oh, the one that Vi's on is weird. That's cool though.
Grogagaragion.
Gyro elongation, but yes.
I like mine better.
There was an attempt. Alright. Time has hit. That's
Oh,
that was impressive though. Like Vi just absolutely crushed that. Very, very impressive. I need to reopen the other cancel. Alrighty, so I guess I should actually um that just these people. Alright, we'll get them into the next race room, we'll get everything set up on that end. Um
we,
I like
oh.
Kirok said like, oh, I couldn't get through 12, and so Vi has gone back to 12 to be like, oh, which one was that? And is now struggling with it again, even though they finished it early. It's like, oh, shit.
I know that feeling.
This game does look like a lot of fun. This is the kind of game I could see some people coming back to, but yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine if anyone in this race does, it would be Vi. I don't suspect we'll see Mel, Kirox, or Sean coming back to this one. Mel has gone to question mark. The negative one.
He is really like a what in the fresh hell stage, isn't it?
I'm not convinced Mel has seen the race room right now, is the problem. Oh, there we go, never mind. Right on cue.
Cool.
I guess I should also update Twitch, because we are no longer playing Serpent Fusion. We're playing Little Magic. Need three. Puzzle strategy, according to Twitch tags. Puzzle games lend themselves very, very well to this format. Like, you are going to get a lot of puzzle games in mystery tournaments, I think, just because it's it kind of lends itself really well because there's a good cutoff point. If you have a really open-ended game, it's difficult to be like, oh, beat this many stages. Whereas in puzzle games, they're numbered. You can just be like, okay, beat the first 20 or 24 or 23, apparently.
I like Little Magic already. I've taken a little dip into it. It is interesting. Definitely already a lot simpler than the past game, but that's kind of to be expected of an SNES puzzle game over a like newer Steam release one. Battle Block Theater would make a good one if it wasn't so well known and so many people have played it.
Oh, apparently there are some issues with BizHawk on this one.
Really?
Yeah, apparently you have to switch core. The default core for it doesn't work.
Oh, BizHawk. I was like, BizHawk. Like, I'm like, oh, I use SNES X. So, SNES 9X.
So let's see. Notes. Losing a life restarts the stage. Losing all lives returns you to the title screen, where you can choose continue to restart the last stage. If you don't press any buttons at the title screen, a demo starts. This demo takes about 1 minute and demonstrates various game mechanics. It has Japanese text, but the actions are very obvious even without it, and it's recommended to watch that, which we can now see. Everyone is going to be on at this point. And then they know that bubbles will blow up after some time, pushing adjacent blocks. There are 3 sizes of bubbles, which determine how long it takes before they blow up. Pushing B with a max size bubble blows it up immediately. On lava, bubble sizes work in reverse. The smallest bubbles take the longest time to blow up.
Okay.
Oh, I see. I can see the tutorial on Mel's end here showing us exactly how all of this works as well. Oh, that's very clever. I am liking this already. And the aim is to get the fire to the stage to open the staircase. I'm gonna have to change. Right, Vi's gonna be shot. Oh,
There's something about games.
shut up.
Hats.
Alright, we're just getting full streams. And password to 23. I mean, you have to go through all of them. So, the goal does specifically say stages 1 to 23 as well. Yeah. No audio? Question?
There's definitely audio to this game.
Less demo, maybe?
I wasn't paying enough attention to remember if there was or not, so maybe there isn't.
Really? Oh, there it is. It's just really quiet. Let's turn that up. Cool. Alright. Oh, these bubble sounds are gonna definitely not be grating in the slightest. Nothing at all would get annoying there.
Little magic. Like, I think it's this badly, like, translated little witch. I guess it's just a little witch. Little Maho. But it's hard to tell. When Big Magic? Oh, the sequel to Little Magic?
Maybe there is a big magic. Maybe we just don't know. Alright. Everyone is good to go.
Everyone's going.
Like watching the timer tick down. Alrighty. Stage 1. Oh, okay, well stage 1 is cruise control, apparently. So they have to be 23 stages here. So even if the early ones are more, you know, tutorial-esque, it will get a lot harder as it goes.
So 23 stages?
23. Oh, Mel has to restart. I don't know if there's a restart button.
Yes, there is. It
Okay.
is select.
But you lose
Die.
a life if you...
Yeah. However, you continue, like, if you lose all your lives, you can continue from the start of the stage you were on.
Yeah,
So
it's
like,
not super costly.
Yeah.
Mel did fail the tutorial level, though.
The problem is that the controls aren't stated anywhere. So you don't know how to do the actions.
That's
those.
No. They've been given a note. They've been given the pastebin notes.
Oh, the notes,
that,
yeah,
that
the
have the
pastebin
controls. Kirox has just blocked the exit with the flame though, so has to just restart, and has in fact failed the tutorial twice. Oh, that's clever. I like this stage. That Sean just beat that Vi's on. You just gotta like leave a bubble in the corner and then
Yep. That's a technique that they will have to master as they go along here.
Also, yeah, you can't turn
Yeah.
in place and you can't push the fire if it's over the lava. So, yeah, Sean had to use a bubble here.
Both Shawnee not taking advantage of the fact you can just press A to push the fire.
Can you do that if it's over lava?
Yes, as long as you're touching the fire itself, you can press A and it will launch it forward a tile.
Ah. Oh, we'll just pause, which I assume is looking for the, there we go, the restart. Found it by instead blowing up the fire.
Yeah, the first few stages go through real fast. I mean, none of the longer stages or the later stages are too long either, but
How
they
does
definitely
the
get more
enemy
difficult.
work? Do you just have to dodge this?
Yeah, as long as you don't touch it, you're fine. The fire can touch it. You can block it with a bubble as well.
Oh, that makes sense.
But if any frame of it touches you, you die. So that means even if
Oh.
you're like 90% out of the square and it's 1% in, that counts as a death. I'm pretty sure. I haven't touched the upper limits of what that could do, but
This feels pretty rough, but at the same time, Sean is... Oh. Eric's having to take the death there. Oh, Sean just pushed that into the corner. That's not gonna cut it. I don't think Sean has found the
bump.
yeah, the insta-kill.
The Oh, the insta-kill for the bubble, you mean?
No,
Oh,
no,
the
no,
insta-kill
the
button.
self
Yeah.
insta-kill. The restart stage, but also you die in the process.
No, you don't have to start again, Chimp. You just have to restart the level. You basically lose no progress.
Yeah, there's a continue option, and it starts you at the start of the stage you run. Okay, that does box. Oh, that was a witch dead. And we
I
have
think that's like your
these two,
enemy or
like,
something.
side by side. Oh no. Going with the right idea, but not quite executing it there. No, 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 no. Well, yeah. That's alright. Taking the lead on that one.
This is definitely a puzzle game that fits Shawnee a little more with his method of doing things. They're not necessarily deep puzzles, so kind of just winging it works a little better. How much that'll hold up in some of the later levels is yet to be seen, but at least in this early stage, it's helping him.
On trying to set a select key. There we go.
There it is. Probably look back at the notes as like, just don't have this bound. Also to note, you can't fall in the water or lava.
Yeah,
So-
you cannot walk into those. The only way I can see to, like, take a death if you just want to
Solely the enemies. Well,
is
enemies...
the enemies all pushing the fire into a spike.
Yep.
Sean timed that so perfectly as well.
Yeah, Sean's...
Like, it's not just that he's solving the puzzles quickly, it's that he's solving the puzzles in a way where it's really, really, like, fast. It's just efficiently, he's efficiently understanding the mechanics immediately.
Oh,
He's got the right idea, but hasn't figured out that you can push the bubble, I think.
yeah, if you just run onto it with the bubble. Actually, you just run
Oh,
onto...
that's
yeah,
enough,
see?
yeah. So we saw in I've already forgotten what it was called. Serpent Fusion. We saw, like, Sean took an early lead, but then very quickly just, like, adjusted to then struggled with a couple of stages, and Vi was the one who, like, grasped the more complex stages far, far quicker. So seeing Sean take... I'm surprised Sean did that there. See the solution, I guess. But yeah, seeing Sean take the early lead here isn't surprising.
Yeah.
But I think the question is going to be whether he can maintain that lead. I think if the previous game is anything to go by, that will be the big challenge. That's into a corner, and you go to 0, or is that... Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, you have one more life.
Yeah,
So,
zero.
once
There
you
is
get...
no 0 stock.
Mhm.
So yeah, pressing continue just brings you in on the stage you were on. So Sean is still on 13. And just power through. And has, like, the slight edge over Vi, even though they're on the same stage. Because Sean was there longer and has solved more of the stage already. Oh! Oh, that makes sense!
What
I
do you
didn't
like?
even think about that, but that makes so much sense! So Sean moved onto the ice where the fire was, and of course slid across the ice and pushed the fire into a
Oh,
spike.
yeah, I did that.
And you have to bubble it. Yeah, they have to beat stage 23. Yeah, sure enough, Sean's got that part solved. Perfect. So Sean gets through there. So Vi is a stage behind, then Mel a couple of stages behind there, and Derek's a couple of stages behind there. Derek's very scared of the snake right now.
The snake is scary. Yeah, like, obviously, Shawnee and Vi are big puzzlers here, right? But Mel's making a good show of himself. Obviously, can think it out, but he's not quick at it like Vi and Shawnee tend to be.
I feel like, in general here, Ferox will have games that he absolutely takes to instantly, and games that he will completely struggle with. I think Shawnee is a very quick thinker who will trial and error stuff a lot. And so if it goes wrong the first time, he'll, like, reset, go again. And so there are some sort of games like this where he'll gel with them very quickly because there is no penalty for restarting. There's no penalty for, oh, I died, I guess I'll just go again. What's the problem? But I think when it gets to a harder game, or a game where you're penalized more for failing, Vi will have the edge on that kind of thing. Oh, that's... yeah. So, does seem like they're running into the first, like, really challenging stage. Which does give the others a bit of a chance to catch up as well.
See why 23 is the last stage. It's a puzzle.
What does the up arrow actually do? I assumed it forced you in that direction.
You cannot move downwards onto that platform.
Right, but you can go left to right. Okay, that
Mm-hmm.
makes a little more sense.
Or when you're standing on it, you can move down. But essentially, consider the tip of the arrow a wall. A one-way wall.
Oh, Sean's in an interesting dilemma here as well. This is interesting. So you want to put a bubble... No, I think this is good. I think he had it there and just doubted it.
I didn't see... Oh,
so he had the fire. He had the fire on the top, on the bottom left. Sorry, of the icy 2x2. The fire was in the bottom left, and he was in the top right, and he like cancelled out. But I think at that point, if he crosses, if he puts a bubble above the fire on the ice, so it pushes it down, and then puts a quicker bubble. So yeah. Put a. There we go. Oh, that's. Okay, this works too. This works. No. Oh, no, yeah, okay, he found a different solution. That's not what I was thinking, but that works. That's not gonna work. Now you don't have a way across.
I've seen all the stages they will do. I am curious to see how they get through some of these.
This is a really... Oh, Sean? You just destroyed your platforming.
Yeah, he can't. He can't.
I think this might be an experiment of just like, how do I get across here? Like, how do I get the fire over to the gap? And then once he solves that, or gives up on it, then there's the reset. The problem is he's destroying the platform to get to that point.
It's... Yeah, kicking starts to become really important here.
He didn't find...
Didn't read the kick button.
First lesson of every one of these tournaments. If there is, like, you are provided notes for a reason, use them.
I'll be a gamer, figure it out. Oh, no.
Also, to be fair, and I know Renegade said this in the showcases, try every button. Press everything. Like, there might be some hidden mechanic that you just don't know about, and you will not know about, because it's, like, completely optional, so it won't be provided to you in the notes. That's not gonna... Well, yeah.
Up there. Shawnee? What are you doing, Shawnee?
Well, Sean still doesn't know that you can... Wait, what?
But what?
Yeah.
No, yeah, he had it in position. Why didn't he put it down? Even if you don't know there's a kick button.
And he got to that point earlier and it didn't work, so I guess he's just trying different stuff to see what what works here, but
Wait, but I don't.
Hmm?
Oh, I don't think he doesn't understand bubble chaining yet. Because what you have to do here is make a bunch of bubbles that push each other by exploding, so they can go further.
right. But
And I'm not quite sure
part of
what
the
he's
problem,
doing.
well, part of the problem within that is also that you need to, you need to have the ability to push the bubbles, and he's not realized that that is an option.
I mean, yeah, that makes it easier, but I think they're theoretically doing at least this portion is possible without,
It does look like he's, yeah, the fact that he's got the flame to where it is means he can do it with chaining, but
I don't think he understands it yet.
the next step is going to be the difficult one.
It looks like, yeah, this is giving Vi and Mel. Mel is now coming up on 15. Kirox is puzzling out here. Like, I see Kirox, like, working it out here. Thinking, like, alright, how do I work this?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Mel's coming up.
Vi's been a little stuck on this one for a short while as well, so...
Yeah, it's
Mel...
tricky to think that, oh, you put the bubble there and then run into that corner so you can push the fire. It took me a while to figure that out as well. But the second you move that fire, then yeah, you're stuck.
I'm looking at it the same way Vi was there, I think, where instead of running into that corner, I was looking at putting a bubble in that corner,
yeah.
But then you can't get through. Like, you have to get into that corner to push the fire against the gap.
It's funny. I one time did that, and I pushed it to the right, and I'm like, oh, now it's just one to the right, and I can't move it.
Sean has found the kick button, by the way. Now push bubbles around.
But bubble chaining.
Small block will not do it. Yeah, you need a big bubble for this.
You could probably do it with a medium, but definitely not a small.
This is it. This is it.
Yep.
Sean has done it.
And then...
Oh, and so we have 3 stage 15s because both Vi and Kirox just beat 14 to catch up to Mel. Mel, again, I've said this before, like, the longer you're on a stage, the more of an advantage you have, because Mel has already solved the first half of the stage several times over. Oh. Okay, now I'm understanding why snakes are a problem.
Yeah. This one isn't too complicated. You just have to understand your safe zones.
Yeah, like, I guess the ideal thing is to try and, like, cut off the snake's movements. I almost feel like I would try and trap one of the snakes on the left immediately.
I just went... Well, I guess what Shawnee's doing works well. You do not want to try and beat out a snake in a race.
No. Like, trapping it in a corner, fine. Outracing it? No. Because they're on 2 tiles at once, and so are you, and that loses for you.
Yeah, in most cases that is a loss.
Like, there is a 3-tile range there where you will get hit by them effectively. If you're both moving, they can be pretty far away from you and still hit. No.
Yeah, I'm definitely finishing this game though. I am enjoying the little witch.
Herox blew the bubble up to the highest size, so has to wait for ages here, but does have 15 down. So Kerox has overtaken Mel here.
Yup.
Alright, Sean up to 90.
Ooh, and Kirax putting the fire in an impossible place. Yep.
Sean just did that the hard way. I would have let the snake go past to the bottom while I pushed the fire in, but Sean just was like, nope, one tile, go. This part's fine. Pushing the fire around here is... Wait, what? Did I miss something on Sean's end there? I feel like he had the right idea there and just reset out of it. Yeah, no. I think the problem here is that you want to move it to the right and not down. The instinct here would be to push it down, but I think you want to bubble
Yeah,
it
you want
right
to bubble it
and then bubble it down so that you can push it from the left. But like your instinct would be to push it down through the one tile gap, but that's not how the mechanics of this game work. I think he's... Oh, Sean has a different approach to that, and I like it, but it's not gonna work. That was a cool idea, but... So Vi has not figured out chaining the bubbles yet. Herox definitely has, as we can see. But is it kicking them? No, kicks that one.
I've learned something that's not relevant for the stages we're going in, but you can push the fire past an arrow block.
Oh, Sean did the thing. So now it's just a lot of chain and bubble.
Bubba chain.
This has to get very complicated very quickly.
They give you all those
nearly.
tiles.
John's delaying the second bubble like the tiniest bit, and it's costing.
Nah, you don't want that bubble big.
Yeah, he had everything else right, and the first attempt, he had it where it was moving. It was moving towards the flame and blew up on the way through.
The trick is
Chibali,
with like
yeah.
these higher tier bubble chains is you gotta get your second like set for pushing the last one going before you know like pretty quickly.
The issue that Sean's having here is trying to move too quickly on the later ones, because you do need to move quickly. There we go. That's it. But like, yeah, trying to move quickly, he then ended up hitting A too many times, or B too many times, and was making the bubbles bigger than they should have been. Oh. I didn't realize those were going to be those tiles. Alright, Vi and Kerox both going through 18 here, and both have the solution to it, so... Vi is through, Kerox close behind. Mel has really been held up by 15 here.
Yeah, this is a very
This
tricky
definitely
stage.
looks like a difficult one, yeah. They're finding a really cool solution there. Not using up those other tiles. But does make it through 15.
Whatever floats your boat. Bubbles your fire.
Big bubbles explode faster on lava.
Yep.
That was in
The
the guide.
reverse happens. So this is a particularly tricky puzzle.
So I think the biggest thing here is, like, at this point, using the smaller bubbles is important. Like, remembering that it's the smaller bubbles that you need for the lava.
An
And
interesting
timing a
facet
lot of
to
it
know.
is difficult.
An interesting facet to know is it will switch back the second that bubble goes over the different tile. So if a small bubble goes over that rock
Oh.
tile, it'll explode quickly. Likewise, if a big bubble goes across it.
Which is,
Not,
I guess,
I don't think
not relevant
there.
here, but
Yeah.
yeah. I get the theory on that, and it's cool. Oh. Has Mel also not figured out the push button?
Maybe? I joked about reading the things, but when I decided to test this game, I might have just immediately just started playing instead of reading. So, interesting thing. See these tiles Shawnee's on?
Oh,
Those-
okay, yeah.
Those are anti-bubble producing tiles. You cannot create a bubble while on said tiles.
Oh. So you wait. So you
Yeah,
can't
Shawnee
push a,
can't create a bubble
you
right
can't
now.
make a bubble there, but you can put a
You
bubble
can place
there.
one on there, but you cannot make one when your character is standing upon them.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Shawnee took a death even though it was not required.
I think part of that is just getting a fresh look. Like, this is the thing with this sort of
Mhm.
game. There is no penalty for dying, right? You
Yeah,
can just...
no. It's a good idea for sure. Like, if you're like, what's going on here? Just be like, alright.
So I guess the idea here is... Oh, no, not... I wouldn't have done this. Okay. This won't make it on though. I guess the idea here is you're meant to push the fire to the right and then chain across the lava above it to push it down.
Mm-hmm.
But then you can pick it
bump
from
it down
above.
one more, yeah.
Yeah. That's good, yeah. So Mel,
I like the
I didn't see if
fireplace
Mel
music.
picked. No. Someone's gonna go backwards.
Shawnee, what are you doing?
Oh no. The worst part is he's like, there we go. Okay. So now the same here. Then. I'm gonna push it left onto the lava, right? What he's doing right now. Just want to push it left onto the lava, right? And then bubble it across from the top That's not gonna work. Wrap it in spikes.
Hey, you just wanna... Johnny, what are you doing?
Just pinned it into the corner. Oh no!
Yeah, you just want to get it in that little lava square and push it so you can just push it across.
Also, yeah, I am
spikes.
like 99% certain at this point that Mel didn't see in the paste bin about the punch button.
Punching is cool. All your friends
Like,
do it.
push button, whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't exactly know what it's called, but...
Either way, the ability to push something, I think Mel has missed. Because this is like the first situation where you need it, 100% need it. And Mel has just been sat staring at this for a while now, not figuring out how to get through it. Vi has, like, again, we're seeing what happened in the last game, right? Shawnee took the early lead, but then Vi has got a quicker grasp on the later stages, and they've really come back through those. And now Shawnee is struggling with this, and it's causing problems.
like, Shawnee is at the second to last stage here.
Right, the difference is there's way less time to go, and it's just a question of, does he get there in time? Oh, this is a solution.
Shawnee? No, Shawnee's got it.
That's fine, you can just kick it down.
Just kick it down, Shawnee.
Okay, that'll do as well, I guess.
I think he's
Bubbles are
maybe being
slower,
careful
but-
with the lava
Yeah,
or something. Just...
that's... Okay, one more stage for Sean.
And this one's a real humdinger.
I'm seeing those bridges already. That's, Christ. That
The
is...
solution isn't particularly
Oh,
hard.
that's already gone, right? No?
Now, yes.
Yeah.
You need to be punched. Well, no, he can recover this. Punch it. Yeah, punch it.
Punch it, Chewie. No!
No, Shawnee, that's it.
Oh,
He almost had it. If he had punched it there, he would have been perfect.
And Vi is on the final stage as well, so it's pretty much neck and neck. Sean's had one attempt at it. This is it, look at this, right? Sean diving straight in for the second attempt. Vi is sitting back going like, okay, what's my goal? What am I doing here? And this is the kind of stage where that is almost essential.
Like, I failed this once and was able to grasp it, but if you don't understand it immediately, you need to just be like, reassert yourself. But if Shawnee pushes that,
Vi is
and
in
either
a really
bubbles it again here,
good spot here. Vi might just... That's
not.
That's
it,
fine, that's
Shawn.
fine, that's... Oh, no, because it's the...
You can
Yeah.
recover this. If Shawnee does
No.
that, and now
No,
to the
because
right,
then how do you push it
just
up?
bubble chain it.
From the bottom?
Well, no, he could have bubble chained from the right there, and sent a bubble over to the right.
Oh. Vi
That's
has made it.
by taking the win.
Done.
GG's.
That was close. Oh, wow. So I might say to everyone, if they want to hop in, I'll tell them to join, I guess, chill out room.
Yeah, I've gotten through to stage 33 just playing about. This is fun. This is a fun little puzzler.
Oh, we have Vi.
Oh,
We have Vi.
Oh,
hello.
hello.
hello, G.
Congrats.
On that.
Thank you so
So-
much.
Just for some context there, As you
Yeah.
were finishing stage 23, Sean had the fire next to the goal on stage 23 and couldn't do the chain to get it into the last spot.
Oh
And
my
had to
god!
reset
It
out.
was that
It
close?
was that close. Sean's
Are you
like
sure
taken
he's
another
not
attempt
beat it
since.
yet? 'Cause,
He's taken
yeah.
another attempt since and failed that one and is on the one after that now. But yeah, like it was it was right down to the wire. at
Oh
the end
my
there.
god!
Oh,
Woo!
how did you like surprise no bubble blocks?
Oh yeah, I thought they were breakable. I was under like I thought they were just a different skin for like the breakable blocks, like where like you walk over them and they go
Yeah,
after you go
sure.
off them. And that's the like that's why it looked like I was like that might have like it might have looked like I was playing it weird because like that's what I thought, that I could only go on them once ever. But then I tried to fire a bubble and it was like, oh, that's what they
You're
do.
like, hold up.
Oh.
So I guess while we're waiting on the others, because they won't have much to say for Serpent Fusion,
Yeah.
I guess we'll go back to that one quickly, because, so it was interesting watching you play through that one, because, like, I was saying it as you all were playing, but, like, everyone had very different approaches to it. Sean
Mhm.
took a very early lead, but had a couple of stages that he really, really struggled with. Whereas you kind of were a little slower building into it, but then just taking that extra step back at the start of each stage was like enough to basically figure out like basically Mel would sit back, try and solve the puzzle, and the second he thought it went wrong, he would reset. Sean would just like brute force it, try something, and the second he thought it didn't work, restart and try again. And you kind of did the middle ground where it was sit back, analyze it for a little bit, try something, and if it doesn't work, undo, sit back, analyze it for a bit, and like
Yeah.
it really works out in that way.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would sometimes see me just like completely stop, and because I'm just like thinking. That was a really fun game though. Although like both of these were really fun. I was not expecting 2 puzzle games, by the way.
We were
That kinda
saying
took me a little
it's interesting. Like I think the format kind of lends itself to puzzles pretty well because you're gonna get a lot of like getting an objective is difficult. It's beat X number of stages or beat this
Oh,
many bosses or
yes.
whatever. There's a lot of platformers. There's going to be a lot of puzzle games because they're the ones that are stage based.
Yeah, for sure.
Rolling 2 very different puzzle games, but still 2 puzzle games this quickly is definitely we had a lot of puzzle games in the last one, to be fair, the showcase.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I did not think that it would perform this well in puzzle games, to be fair, but I guess now I know that that's possible for me, so that's good.
Pretty strong start as well, right? Like you got
Yeah,
so it's
2
5
wins.
games total, and you've got 2 wins in 2. Like that's pretty clear, like clean sailing so far.
Yeah. Whew. Oh. No, Kirox, you gotta have the other one be smaller. Almost. Yeah,
The
but
lava
like,
mechanics are so. One thing we've realized as well, like how much did you look at the notes as well?
I didn't look at the notes to the point where I got really scared when I realized there was a live system because I didn't know that there was a continue system.
Okay. So we're pretty convinced that both Shawnee and Mel didn't realize there was a push button until way
Very
later
late.
than it would have.
This is so close. Look at this. I think Shawnee's gonna beat it, but
Oh. Herox takes second there.
No. Yeah, Shawnee just doesn't. So here's the problem. Shawnee's pushing across this block. So when you push that bubble. Oh, there you got it.
Nearly.
You have to consider
Nearly.
that the one on the.
oh, I
Block.
understand.
Yeah,
On
'cause
that
now the
block,
small
it's
one
small.
explodes. Yeah. Because it's now on
Now he
land.
got it.
Holy
And
snipes.
Sean comes in third. Wow.
Ooh. Oh, what a wonderful selection of games. I think I like the second one even better than the first one. I was already kind of like, oh, the first one was kind of a cool puzzle game. I really like the first game, like this, what is it called? Serpent.
Serpent Fusion, was it? Serpent
Or something
Serpent
like
Fusion.
that.
Fusion, yeah.
I thought that did really well because there was like I don't know if the other players took a long time on stages. I think it was 11 and 14, the two where you had to like cross a big lake. But what I thought was really good about that is that it kind of forced you to learn one of the mechanics. It was like if you don't learn the mechanic now, you're not going to beat this level. and then later that mechanic kept coming back over and over again. And I think and this game did that really well too. It always had like an introduction stage for each, like, oh, you can actually push the whatever it is, the fire thing, 4 blocks, like a simple stage where it lets you do it 4 blocks. And from that point on, okay, I can actually push it 4 blocks if I want to.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna it's like really good puzzle design. I think, oh, what is this? I didn't continue at all.
Oh yeah, you got little
Like,
Octoroks. They'll push your fire.
They push the fire for you.
Or bubbles. But yeah.
And funny how it's like not at all necessary in the stage, but this stage would be beatable without it. But
That's fine.
Just the tutorial. I'll see if we get the others in for some comments as well, but Mel, I assume, is gonna try and play this out. Oh, that's not gonna work. That timing's slightly off. Some of these, some of the stages looked interesting. Oh, we will get Johnny in.
Johnny.
Hi.
Hey, Will. Oh, got quiet on my end. You're louder on my end.
Oh, my brain hurts.
So we were saying, yeah, that final stage was like, you, in both games, took a very early lead, and then kind of got hit by, you would basically, like, push very aggressively through the stages. And so, if the solution, like... So, we were saying this mostly for Serpent Fusion, but also to some extent for... I've already filmed it, Little Magic. You would, like,
Little Magic.
just basically run at the stage. You would go in and you would try something. If it didn't work, you'd restart and go again. And that is great for the early stages. You kept flying into, like, a really early lead. And then the further it went, the more costly it became.
Ugh. I think my biggest problem is I hadn't bound B. Well, no, A, rather. The one that pushed the
We were
bubbles.
we were curious if you and Mel both seemed to take a while to realize that was an option. We saw you changing the controls, obviously, but we weren't sure, like...
First time I tried to do it, I thought it was bound and had a really nasty awakening.
Oh.
So I had to go into RetroArch halfway through, which you probably saw.
Yep.
Oh, I have a question actually. There was one level where I'm almost convinced that I did not do the intended solution, but I still don't know how else to do it. It was the one. How do I describe this now? Like I like set up 3 bubbles and then ran all the way in that time to grab the fire. I don't know how to describe it.
Was it the
now.
one with the 4 ice blocks in the bottom left? The, like, 2x2 of ice blocks in the bottom left corner?
The
first one with the arrow.
It was
I think.
no, yeah. Well, yeah. Actually, it had an arrow, and then it had 2 water tiles that you had to get across. And you had to like wedge a bubble in the bottom left corner somehow. Yeah, it might have been 14.
That was. I'm thinking. No, you just had to stick yourself in the bottom left there.
Right,
that makes so much more sense.
Did you realize that one?
No. I didn't solve that one either, and Pokemon was talking about it like, oh yeah, and then you just like hide in that corner, and I was like, oh, and then you push the
my god! No, that's so bad. How did I not realize that? I'm so surprised now that I put. Yeah, I like I had like the fucking biggest complicated setup for that, where I had like 3 bubbles that were perfectly placed to push the last bubble into the bottom left corner, and then I like raced the bubbles to grab the fire from the very start of the stage, and it just barely worked out with enough time.
I mean,
I
impressive.
think I was looking at your screen when that happened, but that is a way to solve it, I guess.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
you just put a bubble on the top there, and then run in the gap, and you can just
Oh
push it all
my
the rest of the way.
god. Well, I'm glad that never came up again, that mechanic.
Just to quickly respond to something in chat there. No more games today, but there are 2 races tomorrow. I'm not quite sure yet how the restream is going to work for those. One of them straight up cannot be restreamed, probably, because one of them starts at 7 p.m. UTC and the other one starts at 8 p.m. UTC. But I think the first of those is going to be multiple races, so we'll probably restream that. But that is it for today's races, at least. I'll see if Mel... Is Mel going to finish this up? I'm...
So close.
I have to admit, not just because I finished it, Little Magic was better than Serpent.
I thought it was a little, yeah, I thought it was a
So-
little nicer.
So one thing I was gonna say with Serpent Fusion, did you see or figure out what the solutions for the ones you were stuck on were, by the way?
I did not see them.
Um,
24, I think I was close. I
the
think
last,
out the last
yeah,
block.
I think the last stage you had the block in the bottom left at one point.
I just couldn't see how to grab it.
So
I think
once
I realized how. I think I realized
you
how
just
to grab
loop
it.
around, yeah, you just
Fuck's
loop around
sake.
down right.
God damn it. Yeah.
You go anti-clockwise on that one.
When I think about it, it's blatantly obvious.
For Skyhook, you needed to make a line from, like, after you grabbed the first block, you needed a line facing down from there so that you could push it back up. And then you can move left 1 and push it to the right to grab the next block.
So to imagine.
It basically, it was a stage that really utilized the mechanics of, like, moving one tile to create an L shape so that you can push
Yeah.
the entire block around.
Yeah.
I don't remember which the other one was. Interaction, I think.
Yeah.
Which was like a similar kind of thing. You had to like make an L shape so that you could push it down and then move, or push it right, and then move
What did
up
Mel
one
do?
tile to push it down.
Oh, that's the reset button.
Uh-oh.
Did you
Oh
remember
no.
the
Did he
password?
write down the password?
I hope it's the right. I hope that's the right password.
Oh my goodness!
That was the wrong password.
I think he looked.
I think
that
it was
up.
the right password.
Well, hey, I just found. What are those pink guys? Oh, I see.
Has everyone got a password for stage 21?
I don't think Mel wants it.
I'm going to be honest, I look like a garbled mess right now.
Yo, I'm
Yeah.
at stage 39 though. I decided to play like this is just a fun one.
Yeah. For sure.
I like it, honestly.
We said it before, but like one of the big things of these races and tournaments, whatever, is people have very different experiences with the games. You know, last time we had one of the games where someone came out and was like, I'm immediately going to continue playing this. I want to finish this game. It's amazing. And another person who was like, I'm never touching this game again. This sucked and I hated it.
The funny part is, and this is gonna sound like completely I don't know. I don't think I would now go and play these games myself. I don't actually enjoy these puzzle games enough for that. But I guess I'm good enough at them that I can, like, I don't know.
You don't want to
know.
go back to -1?
I did see that
I was
off
just
in the
like, what is
corner.
this level in the what is this level in the top right? And I checked it out and it was like, oh my god. There is like 10 mechanics here that I haven't seen.
Even when you were
Uh.
going through the stages that actually had the like laser switches, I still don't think I fully understood what they were expecting from you.
Yeah. It was a little wacky for sure.
So we are going to probably have to refigure out the point system. The initial plan was it was just going to be a simple, if you finish in first, you get 4 points. If you finish in second, you get 3, and so on. With 0 points if you didn't finish. Literally, the first game of the tournament means we might have to change that.
No, I think it would be like like you can do whatever you want, of course, but I think it would be fair if for the Serpent game it was how many stages, like how long your snake was at the end, basically.
Yeah, I
Or
think
a
that's probably
tiebreaker.
something with like that's probably the direction we're going to go in, but it does kind of depend because not knowing that going in is a problem because then Sean, you went ahead and like finished a bunch of later stages really early, whereas Mel did them completely in order.
That's fair.
So we'll figure something out on that one. But
it's up to
I'll
them.
have to
I'm gonna
chat with
say
the
like
others
for
and-
yeah, that's fair. With
Yeah.
I would be all right with it. I don't need the 4000. That's like
yeah. I was gonna say on your end, it probably doesn't make a world of difference. You're set on 8 points no matter what.
Yeah.
It's a really, really strong start, and I'm guessing it's funny to me that you're saying like, oh yeah, I'm not like that into the puzzle games because everyone else is probably hoping that they don't see any more puzzle games at this point.
Yeah. Like apparently it's just like I'm okay at them, but it's just not. I guess it's just not the genre that I like. I guess you don't enjoy everything that you can do. If that makes sense, or that you're good at.
Yeah, I beat stage 41.
Nice. Oh god, yeah. I'll be honest. I don't mind puzzle games a lot of the time. My concern right now is brain hurty. Ow.
Yes, it's a
So
very good consideration.
Fun thing about where Mel is, like the concepts here, right? Those pink things. You have to put the bubble from the direction of the peg.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Oh,
I don't want
no.
to. I think the more I look at this stage, the more I'm gonna want to cry. So I'm gonna.
You're gonna not say no on that.
I'm getting a little
I
busy
think-
just looking at this, honestly.
Why
How-
is Mel playing 100?
Why
Good
not?
question. Just put in a password for 100 and is just here. It's just
So I will say maybe the reason I was decent at these. Does anybody remember the Variety Games League?
Oh yeah.
I think I was the only person. No, Kari also did it, but I was one of the only people who 100%ed the game Pushover, which is another one of these sorts of puzzle games, and I think that might have prepared me for this. Pushover was not a pushover. Let's say that much. It was.
I would like to express my condolences if that game ever comes up now, because I don't think anyone can now play it.
I'll just put in the password for the ending, I think. Password for the ending?
Great.
Oh my god, Mel.
Lovely. Well,
Oh,
Mel
well,
wins, I guess.
I've got nothing else to add. I don't know if Mel's going to join us after just going to the end. But,
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure this is how it works, but GG's to Mel for finding the end. Normally takes 12 items to get there.
this is,
That was definitely something.
yeah, we'll I guess we'll see what happens in the remaining 3 races if you end up with a bunch of puzzle games again or something a bit
Oh,
different.
jeez.
But at the very least, there's a world of difference on getting the kind of
Sorry.
budget Steam game versus the
Yeah.
SNES puzzle platformer.
Sorry, but because I laughed, I just saw what level Mel went to.
Yes, straight to 69.
Nice.
Wow.
I'm gonna be honest. This is definitely a game I would not play by choice. But now that I have played it, yeah, not bad. Screw the Serpent game though.
Serpent game was fine. Says the only person who beat it.
I
But-
like my brain unmelted.
There was a part of playing Serpent game that really reminded me of The Witness, and I love The Witness, but The Witness has other things about it that make it like even better, of course. But all right.
Cool.
That is an accurate representation there, Kirax, actually. You know what? Yeah, I don't have anything else to add.
I'm half tempted to raid Mel during his experiments through stage 69, but I imagine he's not going to be going for much longer.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Cool. Well, this was fun. I don't know who to raid. There's not really going to be anybody else playing Little Magic. I keep forgetting the name of it.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll probably just cut here. But yeah, this was fun. We'll have more tomorrow, and I'm sure you'll be able on top of your group is like one of the easiest ones to schedule. I'm so glad
Oh, yeah.
that you all got like on top of this so quickly, because some of the groups are like impossible for time zones, and some of them are just absolutely free. And yeah, you're cruising through the scheduling at least. Good.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We'll cut this here then. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out. Hopefully, see you all tomorrow for it'll be 7 UTC, which I think is now going to be 3 Eastern because daylight savings.
Oh God.
Is this weekend right for NA?
Daylight savings is for NA and approximately tonight.
Yeah, so it'll be 3 Eastern tomorrow, which is 7 UTC. And that one will be Group C, I wanna say?
Who's that?
6 UTC. I was wrong. The other way around. It's 6 UTC tomorrow. So 2 Eastern,
Yeah.
which is Trial, Riley, Carrie, and Rahalia.
Ooh.
I'm looking forward
I
to
want to
seeing-
see. Oh yeah.
I want to see every match, honestly.
I am so excited for it. Like if Kari gets a puzzle game, Kari is like 10 times better than me even.
The
puzzle
last-
games.
The last quiz night we did, the winning team was Kryl, Riley, and Kari. So I'm really excited to see. Like we drew the
Oh
we drew the
God.
groups at random, and it just came out with the same team. So I'm really
Woo.
excited to see how that plays out.
I need to dip out here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna.
We'll cut here as well, and yeah, hopefully you'll see you all tomorrow for that one. Right. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye bye.
Catch you later.